And so just to get back to the meditation. So once you study the people, study the culture of those who practice meditation, then you want to read as much as material, as much literature and material as possible on meditation. And also you want to start implementing guided meditation into your life. So every single day you want to be practicing guided meditation. And what's going to happen is the more you practice guided meditation, what's going to happen is your brain is now going to understand how to meditate, because meditation is a journey, and it's basically something that you have to train your brain on how to do it. Most people who claim to know how to meditate, I'm gonna be honest with you, they don't know how to meditate. You have to literally train yourself. This is why I say, when you study cultures who practice meditation as a way of life, you'll see that the yogis and the Buddhist monks, like, they went through actual training on how to meditate, to sit down and just let your mind just freely flow. Anybody can do that, but you have to learn certain internal techniques in order to properly know how to meditate. So I'm actually building on Facebook, and I'm building on TikTok as well. So, but I have to heal within. Start with people, culture, and literature. Yes, yes. So once you go through the path of becoming a quote unquote healer, before you start your journey to become a healer, you first have to learn to heal yourself. You have to learn how to heal yourself. How can you truly help somebody else heal when you still have the trauma? And not saying once you become a healer, once you heal yourself, the healing doesn't stop. We're healing generational trauma. We're healing trauma that has been down our bloodline probably for thousands. Some people say millions of years. So we're constantly on the journey of healing. But as you start to heal within yourself, that light that is within you is going to start to shine and help others heal as well. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you're doing the internal work. And this is why I said meditation is the foundational piece. Yes, start to forgive yourself. Forgive your mother, your father, forgive yourself, forgive your bloodline, forgive again those on your mother's side, those on your father's side. Forgive your mother, forgive your father, and then start to forgive yourself and start living, like you said, a more righteous life. But again, going into the meditation part, it's going to be important that you're practicing every single day. And I know sometimes people have a hard time making time for meditation, but the times that we're in right now, like, you have to make the time to do it. So you have to make the sacrifices. You may have to stay up, you may have to get up earlier than everybody else, or you may have to stay up later than everybody else, but you have to make sure that you're practicing every single day. I would suggest you all practice and study the teachings of Dr. Joe Dispenza. Why I say study the teachings of Dr. Joe Dispenza? Because he has merged the idea of science and meditation. People who are practicing these meditation techniques are healing themselves from chronic illness. They are healing themselves from depression, PTSD. They are manifesting materialism, abundance. And the reason why his meditation techniques are so powerful, because he talks about the importance of what he calls the elevated emotions. You have to start learning how to elevate your emotions. So, for example, practicing gratitude. So when you're sitting in your meditation, and then you put your attention, so you're not thinking about the past, you're not thinking about the future. You're bringing your awareness, your mind to this moment, and then you want to start placing your awareness in your heart center, what some may call the heart chakra, but in the teachings of Dr. Joe, he calls it the heart center because he wants to keep it as scientific as possible. So once you start putting your attention on your heart center, you literally start to now create certain chemicals in the body that will start to heal the body. This is what he called like the inner pharmacy. Well, so what about the herb books? Yeah, herbs are good as well, but the most powerful herb is the mind. Once you learn how to elevate your emotions, the herbs are gonna help you, but your body can create the same types of healing as the herbs. This is what I'm trying to say. This is why you have to start studying and doing the internal work, because your body can, and breathing techniques. Yes, we can get to that as well. So this is why we have to start studying studying the meditation, because your body can create the chemicals that it needs to start to heal. You can take all the herbs in the world. You can eat all the raw food is in the world. But if you got a heavy heart, if you're constantly depressed, if you're constantly stressed, if you're angry at the world, guess what your body is doing? Your body is creating toxins that are extremely poisonous to your system. So this is why I can talk about the herbs, but I'm trying to give you the foundational work. Anybody can take herbs, but not too many people are going to sit down and learn how to master their mind. Not too many people are going to sit down to learn how to master their thoughts and learn how to master and control their breath. It takes a lot more effort. Anybody can, like I say, anybody can take herbs. And I agree, herbs are extremely important because they help detox and cleanse the body. But what I'm speaking about, something that goes deeper than the herb. I'm talking about healing the soul. Once you heal the soul, you can now start healing the body and the mind. Herbs are just surface level. I know so many people who take herbs, but yet they're still extremely angry, frustrated, depressed. So that's letting me know that our healing goes deeper than herbs. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about how when he was working at a clinic, he said some of the sickest people who was coming into his clinic were the people who were quote unquote health conscious. He was basically saying that people who focus so much on being healthy and they have turned it into a religion, and they are so fearful to eat this and to eat that, that he said that these were the sickest people coming into his clinic. You can go on his page on YouTube right now and look at the hundreds, not 1, 2, or 3, not 10, 15, 20. You can look at the hundreds of testimonials of Dr. Joe, people who follow Dr. Joe doing the work to heal, and they wasn't using herbs. They were tapping into their inner pharmacy. So let me give you another example. So 2 years ago, I went to a Dr. Joe retreat in Orlando, Florida. Keep in mind, these tickets are like $5. So your average person is not just coming to these events. And the majority of the people that's coming to these events are doctors, entertainers, entrepreneurs, actors, actresses, musicians. And so for those 7 days, we did advanced meditation techniques. And during those 7 days, he had 2 scientists from the University of San Diego come let me go back. So at the beginning of the retreat, they did studies, or they did blood samples. They did blood samples, they did urine samples, and they did teardrop samples of people who were practicing these meditation techniques. And at the end of these 7 days, he said that the scientists, not Dr. Joe, but the scientists said that, and they're not being biased at all. They said that what the information showed, that people were creating medicine in their bodies, that if you would take medication, it would take up to 3 to 4 months to for the medication to work. And we were creating that same medicine in our bodies in 7 days. not taking herbs, not taking supplements, just practicing a particular meditation, a particular technique, and a particular breathing exercise. And once you learn how to tap into the quantum field, once you learn how to learn the concept of being nothing and becoming everything, when you learn how to balance the energy centers, what some people call the chakras, your body will literally start to heal and transform. So take your herbs, eat plant-based, but understand that the plants and the herbs can only go so far when it comes to your healing, because these things can't truly heal the soul. What heals the soul is when you start to go within yourself and you start to use your mind and learn certain meditative techniques that's going to help the body start to heal on a cellular level, on a soul level. And this is how you start to truly heal. She said, okay, you don't believe in plant-based. I respect that. I respect that. But what I'm saying is people are healing themselves, not changing their diet, not healing, not taking herbs. They're just going straight to the source, and the source is learning to heal the soul. Why is it so many? If there's so many people seeking to heal right now, like this is the new trend. And keep in mind, sister, I've been on this journey since 2005. I've studied with master healers. I studied with Dr. Jude Pulcrum. I studied with Queen Afua. I studied with Yasir Rahotep. I studied with Baba Kwesi. I've studied with my Baba, my Sangoma Baba in Baltimore. I studied with the Dogons for 2.5 years. So I've actually studied with actual healers. And what I've learned is every healer has their own blueprint. Every healer that I studied with had their own blueprint on how to heal. Like, for example, I'm gonna give you an example. Where's my book at? I'm gonna give you an example real quick. Like this book right here. This book right here by Queen Afua, Planet Heal. This book is full of different healers. Everyone has their own specialty. So this is why I'm saying, like, there's so many different. So you said you want to be a healer. So now you have to identify what your gifts is, what's your purpose. If you ever want extra guidance, I do spiritual consultations. I also do a GPS. A GPS is a galactic purpose signature, where I basically tell you about your purpose. I tell you about your gifts. And we can move from there. I do a spiritual consultation. So I mean, I can do the tarot cards, but again, tarot cards just touch on surface level. I also do what we call like a bone reading, and that is more personal. That is more in depth. And the difference with me is I give you an actual protocol to follow. I'll type it up, and I give you a protocol to follow to help you on your journey. And one thing about me is my consultations are tailored for that individual. Everybody that comes to me, I give them a different protocol to follow, because I'm helping them tap into their ancestral gifts, because your particular bloodline is different. So you need information that is in alignment with your particular bloodline. So once you start to understand your bloodline and you follow this protocol, now you're going to start to tap into the gifts and the healing methodology that was passed down to your lineage, through your lineage. You understand what I'm saying? So if you ever want any guidance, if you ever want a spiritual consultations, just inbox me and we can move forward from there. Let me see if what's good, y'all. What's good, Facebook? Hope y'all enjoying this. Hope y'all enjoying this build. Okay, thank you. No problem. You got any other questions, tribe? You got any other questions? Let me know. If anybody else got any other questions, let me know. Any other questions? You talked about breath work. Breath work is important as well. I got a book on breath work. I got a book on breath work as well. Matter of fact, I just did it. Here, go right here. I just did a consult. I just now did a workshop on breath work. So this is another good book right here to get. This is another book right here to get called Breath. This is another book. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the likes. So again, sister, follow. Make sure you follow me. I'll follow you back. If you got any more questions, don't hesitate to hit me up. Also, inbox me so we can help you achieve your goals. You know what I'm saying? To start your healing process. What's good, y'all? I can't even see my can't post comments to some destinations. I can't even see my my Facebook posts. So I don't even know if anybody on Facebook is making any comments or not. But we'll figure that out. I did, thanks. Okay, perfect. If you got any other questions, anything else that's on your heart, anything that's on your spirit. Matter of fact, let me get my cards out real quick. I'm gonna do a divination for you real quick. Let me do a divination for you real quick. And we can start working on some stuff right quick. Let's see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull a particular energy that you can start working with right now. And this system that I'm using, one of the systems that I'm using is coming from what they call the Mayan Oracle deck. The Mayans are basically ancient people in America, or the Olmecs. So I'm basically using their divination, their oracle system. So I'm gonna pull a particular card, and then I'm gonna just give you information that's gonna help you. That's gonna help start your journey. All right. So let's get into it. And I'm gonna pull a card for you. So check this out. This is energy you need to start working with. Oh, okay. Check this out. This is Emish, the Mayan Oracle. This is Emish. So Emish is the red dragon. So what's crazy, sister, is that it's going to be important that you learn to tap into your origins, because Emish deals with the primordial force. Emish deals with that which starts in the beginning of things, the source of things. So it's going to be, so when it comes to your healing journey, it's going to be important. It's going to be important that you get into the origins of your ancestral lineage. So Emish also deals with birth. So right now, you're giving birth to that particular healer within you. However, as you're giving birth to this particular healer, it's going to be important that you learn how to nurture that particular healer within you. The same way you nurture your child, the same way you nurture your child, you have to learn how to nurture that inner healer within you. So you have to eat a certain way. You have to speak a certain way. You have to walk a certain way. You have to think a certain way. And the more you do that, you're going to nurture that healer within yourself. Also, this Emish deals with birth. So it deals with birth, it deals with nurturing, and it deals with the ancestral blood. So the information that you're seeking, the healing that you're seeking is within the blood. So you have to learn how to activate the blood. One of the ways to learn how to activate the blood is through taking certain herbs, burdock root, because you want to start to cleanse the body. You want to start to cleanse the blood. So burdock root would be a perfect herb for you to start to take. Also, getting into heat therapy, because that is another way to help cleanse and purify the blood. So going to a sauna, going into a steam room, these things help purify and cleanse the blood. Also, you want to make sure you're eating a certain way. So you want to make sure you're eating more raw foods. But you said you don't do plant-based, so I understand. So you want to make sure you're fasting, doing your intermittent fasting, drinking your water, staying hydrated. That is going to be important for you on your journey. Also, other ways to cleanse the blood is being out in the sun, getting sunlight. That also helps cleanse the blood and activate the blood. So when we're talking about, like, people think that when we talk about ancestors, we're talking about something outside of self. Plant-based processed food, I don't do. Oh, okay, I see you. So people think when we talk about ancestors, we're talking about something outside of self. When we're talking about ancestors, we're talking about something that is within the blood. We're talking about certain gifts and certain certain gifts that you have that is within you that you now have to learn how to unlock. So Emish is going to help you unlock that ancestral spirit and that ancestral intelligence. Also, Emish deals with the dragon. So this is the red dragon. So also, you need some form of initiation. You need some form of initiation. You need some form, like, if you want to become a healer, it's going to be important that you receive some type of guidance. I'm talking about like one-on-one type guidance, or having like some type of mentor or a jegna that's going to help you on your journey. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, there's a lot of misinformation on social media. A lot of people who haven't went through the process. Not even saying everybody has to do that, but I know with me personally, I went through the process. I sat with the elders, I sat with the healers, I sat with the masters, and now I put myself in a position where I can share this same information with those who seek to evolve themselves as well. So again, Emish, study this particular energy, Emish. Study Emish. IMIX. Emish. You can Google Emish and just study this energy, find connections because this particular energy is also in other cultures, is in other traditions as well. So Emish, you know what I'm saying? So study the dragon energy. Also study the dragon energy and study the mythology, the mythos of dragons as well. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that helps. Again, if you're looking to get some type of consultation, make sure you hit me up and we can make it happen, man. If you're ready to really level up, take your life to the next level, hit me up. Let me know. What's the spelling? The spelling is IMIX. Emish. IMIX. Let me look. Let me look it up. Let me look up Emish. Let me show you what to look up. Emish. Mayan. Yeah, there you go. So so when you type it in, look in Emish, the Mayan god. You know what I'm saying? And it says Emish is the Mayan god of the crocodile and the first symbol in the Mayan calendar. Emish represents new beginnings and creation. So this card, this is the perfect card for you. This is the perfect card for you. So go ahead and do your work and hit me up. Peace, peace, peace. Anybody got any other questions? Let me know. Let me know. Anybody got any questions? I wish I could. I'm trying to figure out how I can. I'm trying to figure out how I can how I can remove.